Bop! Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with TruBluBlur.
Long time no see.
So, we haven't recorded for like, what, 3 or 4 weeks? Has it been that?
It's been a little longer than that.
Yeah, has it really? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been at least 3 weeks, minimum.
Yes, indeed.
Just because I was sick.
And also I went on a trip.
Not COVID, though. Oddly enough,
Indeed.
not COVID.
Fortunately, to say the
I'm like
least.
literally the most careful person I know, so I do not know how I got sick.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, hey, Knuckles. Oh, he doesn't chuckle.
Indeed not.
What are you doing?
Oh, it doesn't play the words, the lyrics. I forgot about that.
Yeah, not when it's in a cutscene. It'll play some background vocals, but not the main vocals.
Yeah, that would be a little distracting.
Yeah.
So, but oh, we got 0 rings. Oh, we're fighting Knuckles.
Yeah, this is when he comes after our emeralds. I immediately lost all my rings.
Knuckles just murdered Tails. He's
There
a
we go.
murderer.
There
We need to go to the police. But what would the police be able to do against Knuckles?
It's a great question.
Would they be able to do actually anything?
It's a great question. I don't know that he would.
Like, this world exists and a might makes right. Like, sort of.
Whoa!
Oh.
No, the emeralds!
There we go.
Punched him so hard. It was like a punching sound effect too. It wasn't
was.
Like, it was like a even though he's got those claws on, and it wouldn't realistically make that punching sound effect.
Yeah.
Cartoon logic. Oh, so the just seeing Eggman reminded me of the Shadow the Hedgehog, the fan dub.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, I've been watching like.
It's so good.
I need to upgrade my audio equipment. I have
upgraded my audio equipment.
Oh man,
It's so good.
I knew that Omega Wolf, because Omega Wolf has different sensibilities than
Yeah,
he
for sure.
doesn't tolerate like cussing and things like that so
Yeah.
much, but he'll watch Red versus Blue, which is interesting. I think that's like the worst that he'll get.
Yeah,
which is
that's
admittedly
fair.
pretty
That's
bad,
fair.
but
Yeah.
it's also because he likes Halo.
Yeah,
So it's-
you have a lot more tolerances when that kind of thing is involved.
Right. But it's definitely not Omega Wolf appropriate.
No, I wouldn't say so
Yeah,
either.
but I just had to show him some of the like, "Hey Shadow, it's me, the devil." That's like my favorite.
I'm the devil from the Bible. How are you not understanding this?
I'm Devil from Bible.
Oh man.
Am I gonna have to explain the myth of Americana to you? Like, you know what? Figure it out yourself. I don't have to explain anything to you.
Once again, you're confusing sinning with legality.
Killing the president is actually like a good thing. You got a seat right next to God. And, like, oh man, for people who have no idea what we're talking about, this. Basically, there's a fan dub of basically the cutscenes from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes.
And so they don't like run through it, and so they have no idea. A lot of them have no idea what's actually going on.
Yeah, that's
right?
the best part, honestly, is that a lot of the voice actors in the dub are completely clueless to the actual storyline.
So they
That
just kinda,
makes it so much funnier.
they just dub over the cutscenes, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
It is amazing.
Does the water look better?
No, it still has.
Oh,
that.
okay, I
It's,
was gonna say-
it's right in the middle.
Okay, yeah, because in a certain angle, the water actually looked like it was better than before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that texture is supposed to cover the whole lake, but it's just getting stretched into the center.
Right. That's gross.
Like the water texture does change because Chaos is in it, because he's like changing the density of the water. When he jumps in, the texture shows up, and when he beat him, the texture disappears.
Gotcha.
But it is not properly rendering.
Because they're like, water. What is water but just like a giant goopy thing, I
Right.
guess.
Right.
I'm just going to stand, like, part way in the water.
It makes sense. I promise. No, it does.
Wow, 2,363 rings.
I don't know what those are for. Oh, wait, I think they're for buying stuff in the Chow market, now that I think about it.
Oh, here we go. This cutscene for the
Mm-hmm.
for the how many times?
A
A few.
Can't remember if everyone sees this specific one.
It'd be funny if like does
Nose.
Nose. Does so
I think they do all see that one in particular. Maybe not Gamma, because I don't know if he was activated yet.
already.
Yeah. But most of them do, at least.
yeah.
I wish I could remember for sure. It's not like we just played through it all or anything.
I mean, you could just watch all of the episodes again.
You're right.
All of the 21 episodes. This is episode 21, I think.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure. You know, this is a completely different subject that I'm about to say
all
words
right,
about.
go for it.
But I recently added caffeine back into my diet. And I think I was
yeah.
telling you a little bit about this before. Doing this recording is so much easier with caffeine.
Man.
I have no idea. Like, it's like all the episodes we recorded prior to this, like for the past year, have been like basically me without caffeine.
Yeah, because you were trying to quit.
Yeah. I was cutting down on it basically, so I went cold turkey, and I had like 3 months of withdrawal symptoms. From caffeine.
Cold turkey is such a choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how I got rid of my other quote unquote addictions, I guess.
Yeah.
When I gave up sugar and carbs and soda and alcohol and other things I'm probably forgetting because I've given up so many addictions. Nothing hard or anything.
Well,
but
alcohol and sugar can be both pretty hard if you let it.
yeah, I would say like, yeah, because I was never addicted to alcohol, but I was definitely abusing alcohol.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was more so during a rough time in my life. So that kind of ended years ago. But
For sure, yeah.
But the alcohol stays with you. Because, like, especially with the risk of the diabetes, you know, it stays with you in the form of fat. So, you know, when I went on the keto diet, I started getting rid of a lot of that. I was like, you know what? Yeah, so I got, you know, the hardest addiction by far to beat.
Was
Caffeine.
Yeah.
By far. And I think I've mentioned that on a previous episode, but it's only like you kind of notice things because things become your new normal, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, I've probably mentioned the whole caffeine thing on a previous episode, but
I believe
now
so.
that I went back to it, I just went from not having it for like 8 months or so to basically having at least 1 to 3 cups of coffee worth of caffeine a day. It is a stark difference. Like, my quality of life has just increased right from the get-go.
That's so wild.
Yeah. I was like basically working with one arm tied behind my back for like 8, 9, 10 months basically.
Man.
So, because I was trying to cut it out, I think like actually almost exactly a year ago. I was sort of experimenting with cutting it out, and then around I think October or so, that's when I actually fully cut it out.
Gotcha.
So it's actually been about, it's been almost a year, actually. So I was saying 8 months just because I was kind of like, I didn't want to like...
You were just lowballing.
I was just lowballing it, but it's actually been closer to a year. I mean, I've had caffeine every now and then to kind of like see how it is, and it's always made me feel terrible.
Gotcha.
After I like broke the addiction and I tried to use it, I was like, okay, well, I'll just like try to like stay away from it. But now I
think that was probably just the shock to your system of going back.
Right. But now that I've like had it for about a week or so and like my body's gotten used to it again, like things are way better. So, and I'm not going to like have as much as I was having before where I was...
That's important. Yeah. It's possible to still cut back without cutting it out.
Yeah. So I think like now that I've quote unquote beaten the addiction, adding it back in, I have a much healthier relationship with it. So,
yeah.
Because I was having like at least like 9 cups of coffee worth of caffeine like a day, which is not healthy.
No, it definitely isn't.
Yeah. So, not like all at once, but like spread throughout the day.
I mean,
right?
either way, yeah, it doesn't matter. And I know a lot of people who do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty common, actually.
Yeah. I think caffeine is probably the most used like drug.
Probably.
Like out of
I think you're probably right.
Yeah. Unless you're like, you open up the definition of drug way too much, you're just like, food is a drug. Which is technically true in that it does have therapeutic uses on the body. Or, you know, whatever. Oh, right, they died. I forgot about that.
Plane crashes. And then Tails, like, kind of gets a concussion and has flashbacks.
Oh. His life flashing before his eyes?
Remembering, I believe, the moment he first meets Sonic.
Wow! So this was the very first moment they ever met?
Weirdly, in the area of the Mystic Ruins, which only exists in this game.
And she just, or not she, what am I saying? That's okay, that's weird.
Just roll with it, she.
And he, and or she, I guess. Pronouns! So that reminds me. There are certain other languages where the he and the she, like, they don't really make that distinction.
Oh, interesting.
I think Chinese is one of those languages. Like,
Gotcha.
they don't differentiate between gender, like, for
Interesting.
pronouns, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
I've noticed there's somebody I've been talking to recently from, like, Vietnam. I've noticed they mix up the he and the she a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even when they're talking about like people who are very much fit one category or the other, they still mess up. Like, they'll call, somebody who presents as masculine she, and somebody who presents as feminine as he, like, all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think just certain languages, that's not like a concept they have, I guess, or it's less prevalent, I guess.
Yeah.
But
It needs a Chaos Emerald to work.
so he just had an epiphany,
Looks like
and then he
I
turns
better buy
Italian.
one fast.
That reminds me of when you're playing Civilization, the video game, and you build, I think, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It increases the great person like birth rate of your civilization.
Oh, I see.
So he turned Italian.
Where have I not yet been?
The Leaning Tower of Pisa. But so do we have to head back to the city,
I can't. The train doors won't open.
or do we have to escape from to the city? Is it escape to the city?
Escape from the city.
Escape from the city.
Yes. It looks like I need to go into the jungle.
Let's see, what aspect of language is that? Particles? To, from? What are those called?
I don't remember. It has been so long.
I remember learning that in like 8th grade.
Yeah,
And it was just
it's been absolutely just years since I learned that stuff.
man.
Oh yeah, okay. I need to switch.
Did you lose all your momentum when you got in
Jungle.
that water?
I hit an invisible wall.
Oh, gotcha.
These paths have walls where you see the brown. I can't jump over this corner.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's very strange.
So yeah. I think I need to go to Lost World. I think I need to go to the temple. Oh hey, that opened up when I came by.
This is like an ancient astronaut. That reminds me of the because I mean you've seen Ancient Aliens, right?
I've seen it a bit. I never really watched it because it's so absurd.
Right. So for those who don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't, but Ancient Aliens, complete bunk.
I
like,
mean,
absolute,
yeah.
like, they just lie about everything. Like, they misrepresent everything, so it's do not trust anything they see. But it is funny to watch.
Yeah.
So there's this one where there's this, like, I think it's, like, Mayan, like, petroglyph, or this Mayan, like art that shows, like, I think Pakal, like, ascending to heaven or something.
Yeah.
And to the modern eye, it looks like an astronaut blasting off, basically.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so they like go full, like, oh, clearly he was an alien or whatever, or he met with aliens and he was like,
right.
This isn't him ascending to heaven. This is him literally like going into space, and it's just Ancient Aliens is so ridiculous.
That's for sure.
Whoa!
I'm draining the sand out of this.
Where does it go?
It's a great question.
We'll never get the answer. Sand Hill minigame. What in the Sand Hill?
Something like that.
Oh, it's Does sand? I guess people do board on sand. I was gonna say snowboard on sand, but that's a little not correct.
Yeah, it's not quite right.
Yeah.
But I imagine people do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because I mean, people like board off of dunes all the time.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Oh, that camera's wonky on that one.
It's a little hard to control.
Is this one where you have to beat Sonic?
No, actually. Since falling off of the plane, Tails kind of starts going on his own for a little bit.
You just like went into a cactus and
And sent it flying, yeah.
And you have 0 rings.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
It abandoned video game logic for a second. It was like, cactus, no problem.
Right.
Sonic Drift Racing was added to the list. What list?
That's a good question. Is there a
Like the
mini?
CIA?
I think you could just go and play mini games. I think there's a list of games like that. Oh, it's time for Tails' Fever Dream.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I thought I was in a desert.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
I wonder where I am.
Well, this is clearly Mesoamerica.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
There's
we gotta figure out where to go.
Yeah, here we go again. There's a upgrade here somewhere.
Well, at least we're near the end of the episode, so if we kind of waffle about and can't figure it out, we can at least figure it out before we start the next episode. So,
Yeah.
But oh, Tails can fly.
You can.
Right.
Makes this a lot
Because this is the same.
This is the
like,
same area that
yeah.
we were stuck in with Amy when we were supposed to just leave,
Yeah.
walk in, and then walk out.
That's probably all we need to do, but it's worth checking to see if there's any upgrades or anything. Because, I mean, why
I'm
have
pretty
all
sure
this
there
space?
is. I know at least one character has one here.
Yeah, why have all this space if there's nothing to do in it?
Right.
You know, why bring us here if there's... Because there's no enemies?
There aren't, yeah.
Just vibes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe there's something on the very tip top of the ziggurat, I guess.
Possibly. I'm gonna check the sides here.
Yeah. Okay.
Down a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't really... I don't think I mentioned this, but that
There we go.
is like the perfect sound, like for the tails.
His
for the
flight
tail
sound,
propellers.
yeah.
You found the rhythm badge.
Rhythm badge.
To do continuous tail attacks, hold the action button down.
Tails doing tail attacks?
Yes.
Whoa!
Like a top.
We're a Beyblade now.
Let it rip.
The servers are the 7
Oh, hi,
chaos
Tikal.
emeralds.
The servers. They're servers? Well, they really were. They really were super advanced. They had computers.
Hello there, friend. How are you?
Oh.
What were you saying before? Huh. It's something my grandmother taught me.
How to do computer programming
I'm never too
for the servers.
It goes like this. The servers are the 7 chaos. Chaos is power, power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. But I'm still not sure what it all means.
It's basically an ancient chant about the emeralds and the Master Emerald.
Mm.
Is the same as the number of emeralds there are. Emeralds?
Emeralds.
Forgive me, but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Tikal. And you are?
So in very few of these fever dreams does Tikal actually interact with
Yeah,
the
only
main character.
I think there's only 3 or something like that.
He comes back from the fever dream and he's just randomly holding a frog.
Well, you were talking, but he actually chased that frog through the desert.
Oh, did he? Oh,
That's
okay.
why he was snowboarding, was to catch
gotcha.
the frog.
Ah, of course.
Because the frog snagged the emerald that Tails was about to grab. And now, I think Tails got the emerald from the frog.
Ah.
Now where was I?
Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, the chaos.
Yeah, okay, there it just popped in right there.
This will get my
Just floating above his hand there.
Yeah, that's kind of how they do.
So his whole goal is just to get the emerald so he can use it as a power source.
Yes.
Ah. Oh, we should probably call the episode here.
Okay.
So this is Frakbox.
This is TruBluBlur.
Have a great day.
Keep on running fast.